This is the Cruikshank Trail. It's located at the Merritt Island National Wildlife Refuge in Florida. It's named for Alan Cruikshank. He was an ornithologist from Cocoa and worked for the Audubon Society and did a lot to preserve this National Wildlife Refuge in the early 60s when NASA took over at the JFK Space Center. So join us on this 4.8-mile hike to see alligators and lots of tropical birds. All right, so getting started on this trail, which goes straight ahead. But we're gonna take a look at this overlook first. Something is over here. Oh, what is that? Are those? I don't know what these are. I mean, they look like some sort of seal or beaver or... But we're going to go around on the path that's just there and see if we can get a closer look at them. I wonder if it's a manatee. Oh, it's a manatee. Okay, wow. I didn't know manatees came in this area. That's definitely a manatee. I guess the other ones were smaller. Yeah, there it is. There's a manatee breathing. I've never seen a manatee here. He is right there. Oh, we're gonna get a closer look. All right, so we're gonna get a closer look right here from the trail. Wow. Must be a few of them. They usually takes them a couple of minutes to pop their heads up. There. All right, great way to start off the trail with manatees. Got some wildflowers on the sides of the trail. Not really growing in clumps. I believe this is Indian blanket flower. I have an egret off to our left. Try to get a little closer. Two egrets. We have another wildflower. This looks like a rose mallow or hibiscus. I think a lot of this trail is a narrow strip of land between the, not necessarily swamp, but like wetlands. It's almost like a canal on the left side and more of a little bit of a open lagoon type thing on the right. Near the end of the trail, we will pass the Indian River Lagoon, which will be wide open. On the left, we have some yellow wildflowers. This is goldenrod. It's pretty common in Florida, but nice to see it on this trail. They should pop open soon. We just missed them. And we're coming upon the first shelter hut at around the 1 mile mark, there on the right. I'm gonna take a pause here at the first shelter and get a vista. We've been heading in a northerly direction for this first mile, but we're gonna start to head north-northwest after the stop. Kind of wide open water area here. Some birds perched. Looks like maybe some vultures or something. Oh no, they're anhingas. You can see the wings spread out. A group of about 4 anhingas. Okay, so we come upon some solar-powered water pump or something. A really nice bird. Let's zoom in on him. In flight, singing a song. Up ahead we got a small flock of egret, and to the left of them a gray heron. Okay, gray heron went away. Oh, actually they're ibis. All right, the ibis are flying away. One gray heron stayed behind. He's wading through the water. Oh shoot, we're flooded out here. As nice as it is to see the gray heron, we're gonna have to take our shoes and socks off. It's not that deep. Hey, we took our socks and shoes off. We're gonna wade across the path. Gray heron didn't think we had the nerve. So he stuck around. It's always a risk that if you're close to the water in Florida during the rainy season, you're going to get flooded. And it is a trail that goes right through the water. It's just a little elevated trail. We have looks like a black egret. Come on, let me zoom in on him. And there's out in the water. I think we're gonna have to take our shoes off again here. So this would be a gray heron, kind of small. Now, don't walk the Cruikshank trail this week, because a lot of the second mile is totally flooded out. Again, there's some good birds up ahead. Ibis? Oh, they were all ibis. 2 white ibis and 1 kind of gray ibis. So we'll keep an eye on those. Getting a little closer to the ibis. Still got 2 of the white ibis left behind, but another flooded out part of the trail. I could see the shelter. Oh gosh, this is not good. Crud. I can see the shelter up ahead, but the grass is tall, which means it could be ticks in here. We'll make our way through though. So we've reached the shelter at mile marker 2. And we're going to continue on. Some of the grasses give off a pink hue in the fall months. And we come upon the mile 3 shelter. No flooding in this section of the path. The trail's mostly been mowed within the last 2 weeks. Take a look from here, the surroundings. A great heron, some ibis up ahead. Right on the path, we're gonna have to take our shoes off again over here. Wow, what a great cry. The ibis fled, and this looks pretty deep, like knee level, no, shin level. Okay, there's a dolphin here. Alright, I'm going back and forth. There we go. That was a good view there. 2 of them side by side. Nice. Another egret over here. Joining his buddy over there. No. Another egret in the distance. So 3 egrets in line of view. Another view of the egrets in the marshy floodplain. I think at this point we're making the turn east. We should be approaching the 4-mile shelter hut. The mile 4 shelter is in view. We'll pause there for a little break before we do the last mile. The last time I did this trail was 15 years ago. My daughter was less than 1. My wife and I took her here and pushed her in the baby carriage the whole way, which is a little more strenuous than what we did today. So it's my daughter's first time here since she was an infant. Beautiful scenery. Okay, we're leaving the 4th shelter and making the final lap. Well, actually it's one circular or square trail, and this is the last segment. We're approaching the end here. You can see the tower in the front left there. We'll be climbing that. See what type of vista we have. It's been narrow paths like this the whole time. You've been surrounded by water on both sides, the entire 5-mile trek. And today, unfortunately, sometimes the trail was submerged. See the flood, trail is flooded here too, with the gray egret right in front of the tower. We have arrived at the watchtower. Which means we are 2/10 of a mile away from the parking lot. Managing the marsh. So we just walked around that whole perimeter here. View is beautiful up here. Breeze is nice too. Worth the 5-mile hike. Though we're only 0.2 of a mile away from the parking lot.